Hi everybody, D Amazing here, bringing you a review of the SH Figuarts Jango Fett. Let's get started on with the review. First off, I want to start off going by articulation, so let's get started on that. This is normally your basic Star Wars or basic SHF articulation added with some new tweaks, overall to accommodate the design of Jango Fett. You can actually pull out the arm very easily, and I'm going to do that really fastly so I can show you guys it's not one of those things where it's going to break very easily. The shoulder pad is actually on the arm, it has bicep swivel. It's double jointed, even though the armor plating is there, so you don't have to really worry about it. And the tubes actually are long enough so that way, even though you extend the arms, nothing will break. Pretty cool. And just like that, you can snap the arm right back in place. No harm, no foul, you didn't break anything. One of the things I want to talk about is pull-out leg method. Really nice. Double jointed legs. Complete ankle pivot that rotates all the way in, and toe pivot as well. You don't have to worry about the knee pad piece locking out or snapping out. It's not like one of the earlier SHFs. One of the things you do want to worry about though is the waist articulation. You can swivel left and right completely, and also you can pull up the joint to give you even more articulation that goes forward and back. The only issue with this, it gets really loose. So when you push it back down, just note you have to do it evenly amongst the belt, so that way you have a little bit more sturdiness. It's still pretty loose, but not enough to make you worry about the figure. Next up, I want to talk about the head. I'm gonna bring it in a little closer for him. You can actually bring down the visor on Jango to look pretty cool for aiming, sniper purposes, if you want to shoot a rocket, all that good stuff. Goes up, it goes down, up, down. Next up, you can rotate the head all the way around. It can actually go a little left and right. And if you mount a head, there's a ball joint there, as well as a little bit of neck for the collar that lets you know his skin orientation. The peg goes up and down, but not left and right. The head itself actually swivels left and right. Just to let you guys know. The backpack can actually come off for those who are curious about it. You have to wiggle it around a bit, and voila, it comes out. There's actually a little ball joint here for the backpack as well. So for the backpack, you can actually snap on to an SHF stand, and it can still actually hold Jango Fett up as well. So I'm going to show you guys that. Oop. So it can hold Jango up as well. I'm going to do this all very quickly so I can show you guys, because there's actually one really cool feature. One of the things I want to show you guys is that with the guns, these are actually just placeholders for the ones that are in the sockets, and he actually comes with actual ones for when he takes it out the socket. He comes with two shooting hands. One is with on the trigger. As I zoom in, let me show you focus. One is to be held on the trigger. Oop, and if I can grab the other one, one is shown with pretty much open palms and one finger out. Jango also comes with two open palms and two closed fists. As you can see, I clearly knocked one out by accident. But I'm going to pop this arm back out so I can show you guys another feature which I thought was pretty cool. As you can see on the wires as well, you can actually pop this part off for Jango and pop on the extra part, the extra option part, which gives you his grappling hook. For a guy with a jetpack and to still have a grappling hook, it's a little weird, but it's one really cool feature. And you can actually pop the wires back in, so there's no harm, no foul, and you still look quite accurate. Pretty cool. This is actually on a soft bendy wire, and you can actually take this out as well. So you can replace the option part at any time, as well as have this out at any point in time that you want. I'm gonna pop this on back in place now. I'm not gonna replace the parts yet. Also, we can talk about the rocket launcher on this side. The rocket, as far as I know, is not removable, so please don't try to remove that. Don't want anybody to get hurt or break their weapon. It is really cool though. So one of the things you guys want to know, as always, you want to talk about size, comparison, and how it looks with other scales. I have a Black Series Jango Fett right here, and I'll show you it right now, as soon as I make this guy look cool. So he's standing up straight. Here he is in comparison with the Black Series Jango Fett. And as you can see, the proportions are a little different, and the Black Series one is a bit taller, bit more bulkier. Honestly, if you prefer the Black Series one, it's totally fine, but the proportions are a little different and a little off. Just like the SHF, no one can be possibly accurate, but the SHF is in scale with other SHF, while the Black Series still looks a little out of scale with those guys as well. Still looks really cool because with the Black Series, you get the alternative head. But me personally, I'm always going to prefer SHF because I like articulation. So even in comparison with Jango from the Black Series, let's compare him to Mace Windu, aka Samuel Jackson, and as well as Clone Trooper. So scale-wise, he's properly in scale with other SHF. Samuel Jackson's a tall guy. Jango Fett's a bit taller. And since the clones are based off of Jango Fett, they're actually the same size as him. So that actually works out perfectly. So as you can see, SHF did a lot of detail in it and making sure that everything works well within its own guidelines of its own self. Overall, I'm really enjoying the figure. I plan to get a lot more out of it. My one gripe is that I stated before is with the waist articulation, even though it gives him a nice and decent ab crunch, especially when you want to do the shots where he's backing up and shooting and looking down. It looks great, but at the same time, one false move and voila, it's loose. You have to redo a shot, stuff like that. Overall, really enjoying the figure. Plan to do some shots with it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And you can see this bounty hunter in the future. Because now that we have this mold, hopefully we get Boba Fett soon. I'm really hoping for it. If not, it could always be a dream. I'll get the Mayfex one. But either way, in the meantime, enjoy this for what it is. It's a great figure. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. And when you get yours, because I may have mine a little early, if I feel like I missed anything, feel free to add it to the review, put it in the comment section, let everybody know. We're all about passing on knowledge, not belittling people. Thanks in advance, guys. Appreciate it. Later.